health is more important than ever. Sawyer Bussey met a Cobb County fifth grader who's starting a powerful conversation.
There is a mental health counselor in the Cobb County area who is really making a difference, and he's only 10 years old.
A 10-year-old in Cobb County just won a prestigious leadership award for students 16 and older. The National Alliance on Mental Illness says it could not help but make an exception for Takari Tatum. He's now reached tens of thousands of people, and he's just getting started.
10-year-old Takari Tatum is on a mission. Did you hear that? A mission to help kids learn about mental health and cope with tough times.
And this morning we're chatting with an inspiring young advocate and author.
11-year-old Takari Tatum wrote a book called Snap It, based on his own struggles with mental health. He's also the founder of the Rubber Band Mentality and is the youngest person to win the National Alliance on Mental Illness Youth Leadership Award for the state of Georgia.
The rubber band mentality is a concept that involves using stress bracelets to help fight mental illness. I created this to spread awareness of mental illness one bracelet at a time. This is my story.
My mind immediately went to two of my favorite athletes, Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles, who showed mental health struggles. Also, one of the things that really stood out to me was my peers. They were also, they were showing that they were stressed and even crying during class.
The person who started the conversation around mental health in the family was Takari.
Yeah, a child shall lead us.
During the school year,
I assigned a project for community service of their choice.
Takari chose to focus on mental health. He started making rubber band bracelets.
I thought it was just going to be a small project.
What started as a class community service project last year grew to a personal mission.
I'm fighting mental illness one bracelet at a time.
The classroom project has grown into speaking engagements at other schools, churches, city council meetings, and community events. He's now a spokesperson for the National Alliance on Mental Illness and has raised money for the nonprofit.
I wanted kids to know that they're not alone.
Alone in what?
In their darkest times, and when maybe even a family member dies, their parents are divorcing, that's always going on every second of every day.
During COVID, when my grandfather and aunt passed, I decided to put my feelings into words. I wanted to help other children navigate their mental health struggles.
One of their fifth graders is now a published author. Takari Tatum's book will soon help students all over the country.
So Takari wrote a book. It's called Snap It, based on his own experience with loss and mental health struggles.
And I decided to write a book on what I was feeling during that time, and to maybe even help other people come out with their feelings or even cope. I was really just thinking about all the stuff that happened in my life with my mental health journey and just putting those words on the paper.
He was like taking dictation. It's like God was just giving him the words.
Just amazing me more every day.
Mrs. Lori Mendenhall supported every step. Now retired art teacher Robin Glover illustrated his book.
So honored and so privileged.
Look at the top of the book here. Forward written by our friend Chesley McNeil. Takaria came to 11 Alive to show Chesley his school project. He wants to be a meteorologist. He really looks up to Chesley, asked him to write the book's forward. And Chesley, you really did a beautiful job. You wrote that this book reminds us that sometimes even in our grief, we can do things that will change the world.
Yeah, and he's already starting at a very young age. Meteorologist will be much more than that. He already is.
I hope kids who read the book feel that they're not alone.
Through my journey with the rubber band mentality, I found that youth and adults relate to my story.
And the one that you gave me, I kept it because we were snapping it so much, it started to pull apart. And I didn't want it to break, so I put it away, and I said, one day I'm going to find it and get two more, because my husband has his on. I buried him with it. It's the only thing I put on. I had to come by and meet you and just say thank you. I do need another one, because in mine, I don't want it to break. And I very thank you.
All that you are bringing out right now are cases that are familiar with me, that I went through, but it was at an earlier stage. And it's something that we should all pay attention to, okay? Because a lot of people don't realize what mental health is at this point, and we're all subject to it in one way or another. Okay, thank God that I was able to get my youngest daughter away from it. She's been very successful right now. Okay, but it's part of it is a lot of hereditary, that it goes down from family, the genes from one end to the other.
Yeah.
I thank you for that. I thank you for allowing me to say that.
I've gotten local and national recognition, and I've even landed a college scholarship at 10 years old.
I am honored to share this platform with you, Takari, and I would be honored. I'm the president of Eastern Nazarene College, and I'd be honored if you were a student at Eastern Nazarene College in about 8 years. And so to help make that happen, I would like to offer you a full tuition scholarship to Eastern Nazarene College.
I also got a proclamation from Commissioner Sheffield making May 23rd Takari Tatum Day.
We, the Cobb County Board of Commissioners, do hereby salute the efforts of Takari Tatum to offer relief to those suffering through stress and mental health issues. His work at such a young age is an inspiration to all and will impact our community for decades to come.
My dream is to become a national meteorologist. Elise Finch gave me that dream.
Yes, and Elise, I hear you have a very special guest with you.
I do. So young author Takari Tatum is here with me. He's going to help me do the weather. Want to start out, though, talking about this air quality alert. So 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. for most of the tri-state area. Ground level ozone is the issue today. This is not about smoke from Canadian wildfires. Ground level ozone is an issue. So keep that in mind, because for some people, it'll be best to stay indoors. For others, the heat may keep you indoors. Takari, join me, and I'll let you stand right there. There you go. And tell the folks how hot it's going to be.
Hello, New York. In NYC, it's going to be about 90 degrees. Here in 90.
Yep.
Danbury,
Connecticut.
90 in Connecticut.
There you go.
Cadwell, 91. And it's going to be nice and cool in Hampstead.
Well, here's the problem. It'll be 86 degrees in Hempstead, Long Island, but with the humidity, it will still feel like the 90s. So people want to cool off. Takari wanted weather graphics about the water. So here's your beach forecast.
So it'll be nice beaches, Fire Island, Coney Island, Low Rip. About no lightning. Waves shouldn't be too high, just 1 feet.
1 to 2 feet, that's right. So not bad at the beaches. Pool also looking good.
You can be nice, take a swim at 11 a.m., 87 degrees, 3 p.m., 90.
That's
and
right.
at 7 p.m., you can have a nice evening swim.
All right, here's your 7-day forecast. So bring it on home. Why don't you step out of the way, let them see the full forecast. There you go. 90 today, 86 tomorrow. What are they going to have on Saturday?
On Saturday, you're going to have a high 86, low 72. On Sunday,
there you go.
95.
And nice job. And with that, we say back to you, Cindy.
Yay, Takari, great job.
My mental health journey is just beginning. Join me in breaking the stigma and know that it's okay not to be okay.
Takari says now a lot of kids are wearing these, and adults too, and it makes people open up more about the mental challenges they might be having.
Yeah, I mean, really an uncomfortable conversation, but you have a cool bracelet to get that conversation started. This young man is making a huge impact at 10.
He's exceptional.
Right, what will he do next, right?
How many of you know nothing like this just happens accidentally? There's some parents that made a decision that they're going to get behind their son with some challenges he was working through. And this is what God did. And now today, amen.
And do like I always say, snap it and breathe.